It was Toyotomi Hideyoshi who ended the long-lasting warring states period in the Middle Ages in Japan. After his death, his vassal, Tokugawa Ieyasu, attacked Toyotomi Hideyoshi's son Hideyori at Osaka Castle and destroyed him, thus gaining control of the country. Since Ieyasu had until then been based mainly in eastern Japan, and Hideyoshi was backed by forces in western Japan, a rebellion by western Japanese forces against Ieyasu's forces was predicted. Himeji Castle became Japan's first World Heritage Site in 1993. Himeji Castle has the highest artistic value of all remaining castles in Japan and is considered a masterpiece of wooden architecture. Himeji Castle was fortified around 14 c, and then a large-scale castle was completed around 16 c. In 17 c, the shogun, who had placed the capital in Tokyo, expanded Himeji Castle as a base of defense against the expected rebel forces from Kyushu and Shikoku. The castle is called Shirasagi-jo White Egret Castle because it resembles a graceful bird, the egret, with the exception of the roof tiles, which are all plastered white. Himeji Castle is beautiful in appearance, but it was built during the Warring States period and incorporates many elements of a fortress. A wide and deep moat surrounds the castle, 22 gates were built to prevent invasion. And the path to the castle tower is narrow to slow the progress of large numbers of enemy troops, creating a labyrinth-like environment. Just past the Otemon Gate is the elegantly constructed Hishinamon Gate, located at the entrance to Nainamaru. It is the largest gate in existence, and is equipped with a stone drop and a spear drop mechanism. Past this point, there is a moat called Mikunibori, which is a reservoir-like moat that is not connected to any outside area. The water level is said to change from day to day. There is a wall facing this moat. The Aro Gate is located near the moat. Since it is a shortcut to the castle tower, it is inconspicuously small. The smallness of the gate can be clearly seen from the opposite side. If a large army were to rush in, this gate would be filled with stones and rendered useless. The smallness of the gate can be clearly seen from the opposite side. If a large army were to rush in, this gate would be filled with stones and rendered useless. The walls along the road are lined with holes for shooting, and the enemy forces will be trapped in a beehive. From there, it is uphill, and the road is much too narrow for a large number of people to proceed. From there, it is uphill, and the road is much too narrow for a large number of people to proceed. Proceeding from there, you will pass through the Gate of Ni. The ceiling is low, moreover, if you remove the ceiling panels, you can drop a spear. The exit is a 90-degree bend, which makes you stop. From here, visitors pass through a water gate to reach the entrance of the main building, Tenshikaku. Tenshikaku is 6 stories above ground and 1 below, with the stairs getting steeper the higher you go. On the first floor, there is a place to drop stones and shoot enemies who attack from directly under the stone walls of the keep. The second floor provides a place to drop stones and shoot enemies who attack directly under the stone walls of the castle tower. This room is a hiding place for soldiers who attack enemies who have entered the interior. On the third floor, there are samurai stash houses at the 4 corners. There is a room called the inner room where weapons, ammunition, and food are stored. The 4th floor has 4 stone drop platforms on the east, west, south, and west sides, and the 4th and 5th floors are each 1 hall. The 5th floor was called the hall, which seemed to be a room with tatami mats. It may have been used as a place for strategy meetings, and is approximately 70 tatami mats in size. The shrine was worshipped by the local people before Himeji Castle was built, and is the guardian deity of Himeji Castle. It seems to have been covered with tatami mats and used as the castle lord's living room. From the window, you can see a wide view of the castle. A short distance after leaving the castle tower is the Harakurimaru. In medieval Japan, warlords who were defeated in battle committed suicide. In the seppuku ritual, the head is cut off from behind with a sword thrust into the stomach. At Himeji Castle, seppuku was performed here, and the head was washed in a well in front. Nishinamaru. The Nishinamaru is located on the west side of the castle tower. This castle was built by Tokugawa Ieyasu, the ruler of Japan, for his granddaughter, Senheim. Senheim was the grandson of Tokugawa Ieyasu, who ruled the country, and at the age of 7 she married Hideyori, the son of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who had previously ruled the country. After Hideyoshi died, Ieyasu attacked Hideyori and had him commit suicide. He killed Senheim's husband and gave her a castle to comfort her. That castle is no longer there. Later, Senheim remarried a retainer of Ieyasu, had children, and lived happily ever after, but when she was 30 years old, her husband died. She was so disappointed with the world that she entered Buddhism and prayed for the afterlife of her 2 husbands. Okiku's well. A young woman, Okiku, broke a plate that was a family heirloom. As punishment, she was thrown into this well and died. Since then, Okiku's ghost has appeared from this well. This story is well known in Japan. When I looked into the well, I found a lot of money thrown in. This was probably to comfort the spirit of Okiku.